How'd you get my DNA? You took a poo last time you were here and you left a smear on the toilet bowl. I've named him after my favorite rapper and month, Drake May.
Once my Bills got burned, I noticed a very important fact. And that fact is it's now the year of the horse. And in Chinese astrology, one of the strongest methods when using the Zodiac, you gotta take a backtrack look at previous winners. The Chinese astrology with the Philadelphia Eagles win. And looking at the years that the Chiefs won, with Patrick Mahomes born in the pig year, the Chiefs with the pig energy winning in a pig year. Now, we got to take the Chinese astrology more serious. And now that I take a deeper dive after the Bills got burned, I noticed a very key point in the playoffs. And that point is that there's an MVP race. And one of the MVPs in the race is Drake May, and he's born in the year of the horse. And alongside Drake May, you got a kicker, a running back born in the horse year. 2026 is a horse year, and these players born in 2002 are horses. And they're running for a win. And that's a official Zodiac call now, 2.0. Officially, the original call was the Buffalo Bills, but the Broncos got it done, and then Bo Nix got hurt, and he ain't even playing next round. He's not even going to suit up. We got Stidle Dick for the Broncos. Now, maybe he can lead the Broncos to a win and to a Super Bowl appearance, but you would have to kind of dive deep to see a trend with the Broncos. Now, like I said, it's the year of the horse. It's a horse logo. The last horse year, in 2014, the Broncos played the Seahawks. So 2014 NFL playoffs, Broncos, Seahawks, who got it done? I believe the Broncos got it done in that one there. Seahawks, 43. So Seahawks beat the horse. Year of the horse. 43 Seahawks, 8 for the Broncos in 2014. The previous horse year before that was 2002, when Drake May was born, when the running back Trayvon Henderson was born. And now, in 2002, the Patriots won. And in 2002, that was Tom Brady's first ever ring. And that was his second NFL season. Now, Drake May can do exactly what Tom Brady did. Drake May's in his second season for the Patriots, and he could get his first ring. He's in the MVP race. I mentioned that. Now, a likely team he could face in the finals, a very likely team he could face would be the LA Rams. You know, MVP versus MVP, May versus Stafford, and that would be 2-seed Patriots and 5-seed Rams in the 25- season. All right, majority of the season was played in 2025 now. Second-seed Patriots can see the 5th-seed Rams in the Super Bowl. And like I said, the horse year, Drake May should get it done, and he should be the MVP without a doubt. Looking at the Chinese astrology, it's been strong, and I think that is the strongest thing. But we can take a look back at the other trends with the Broncos. Like I mentioned, And this dates back to 2017, yeah. And there's a guy, Waffles, on Instagram. Check out the short video here. He showed you the trends with a backup quarterback for the Eagles stepping in. He played Tom Brady in the finals 2017, and the Broncos have a backup quarterback, Stidham, Stiddledick for the Broncos. Maybe he can go match the 2017 trend, but I think that's pretty unlikely. Matt Stafford looking for the MVP, kind of match what Tom Brady did. I don't think that's as strong as Drake May matching what Tom Brady did in his second NFL season. So we're riding with the Patriots. Got the hat on. That's what we're going to do. Now we can take a look at the NFL posting these quarterbacks. The 4 quarterbacks at the front row all went and won divisional round weekend. Now I wonder what they're going to post Friday, Saturday. I see some other trends, and we just don't know what they're going to post yet, so stay tuned, and I will post that information. It seems like the quarterbacks on the left are going all the way. You can take a look at Patrick Mahomes on the left with Jalen Hurts in a previous year, and a previous year Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy on the left. Now, truth in plain sight, I think that is completely true. Look at the 4 quarterbacks at the front row, all went and won divisional weekend. All right, truth in plain sight, starting to believe it. And now let's take a look at the public action here. We got 70% on the Seahawks, and the line is super close. It's nearly a coin flip, and that's an indicator this game's going to be close, and I think the dog's live. You got 30% on the dog in this one. On the road, people think the Seahawks are hot. They're most favored to go and win the Super Bowl. We got people in the Discord very confident they can go and win it too. Maybe they do. Like, we can look back at the Bills, at the old Bills code there. We had the Seahawks to take the loss in the Super Bowl, but, you know, I'm not trusting in them anymore. I feel like more people are on to the Pope code. The new Pope is elected. The Seahawks go to the Super Bowl. I feel like a lot of people know about that now. And a lot of people might know about the 2017 trend that this guy just posted on Instagram. Once again, how much views did that have, right? So people are going to go and bet that. Chase the dog here, championship weekend. And I don't think the Broncos are going to come through with a backup quarterback. I don't think he's going to sell numbers in the Super Bowl. If they want to make numbers this year, if the NFL wants to make money from a business standpoint, you put the MVP candidates in the Super Bowl. Drake May, Matthew Stafford. You know, obviously, like, Drake May in the horse year, 2026 being a horse year, him having some other key players alongside him being the horse year, I cannot go against that. The Chinese astrology has been strong, and it's worked in the past. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, there was a Chinese astrology code for them. I think it was something to do with the rooster year. I don't have the full facts in front of me here, but the Chinese astrology worked last year. And, you know, I didn't look at this at the start of the playoffs. I didn't look into the Chinese astrology, all the quarterbacks, when they were born. I actually seen someone on Twitter, GG33 related here, and he said it was GG33 himself actually here. You can probably find it on a short. He mentioned that all the quarterbacks winning in that first round are born year of the snake, and I think the first round was in December, still in a snake year, and they all went and won in that first round. Some of them underdogs, some of them not favored by the public or expected to win by the public, and they went and won in a snake year, born in a snake year. The quarterbacks got it done. And look at Caleb Williams. He was born near the snake. So that's one guy you can point out in the NFL right now. A thing about Josh Allen that I did see once I looked at the Chinese astrology, Josh Allen is born in a rat year, which is the enemy of the horse. You know, Chinese astrology would have told you the Bills aren't going to go all the way. And if they do, they're going to choke in the finals. Because it's very rare. Very rare you see the Chinese astrology fail. In an enemy year, you're not going to have success. You just normally don't. No, you know, and the percentages show it. And you can go against it all you want. But look what happened to Josh Allen. I wish I would have knew that information. I could have known the information. I know what I'm doing, but I just didn't take a look at the Chinese astrology. Now it bit. bit me in the ass. You know, lost a couple dollars. Have to make it back. So, with the information on the Rams and the public going on the Seahawks, I have 2 bets posted for the Zodiac, and I feel like we're going to have to take a cash out on one of them. And I'll have to do the screen record on my iPad, pull it up on Bet365, and talk about the cash out options and tell you what I'm going to do, because I think it's a good idea to go double down on the LA Rams to take the L here against the Patriots and completely fade the Seahawks here. And we can hedge it, you know, put another bet down to hedge what we wager, and that's probably what we're going to look at doing. So keep an eye on the bets that I'm going to post, because we're posting bets and we're cashing out of this right here, right now. I'll even do a screen record for the video because I want to be a man of my word. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And we got to have the location authorized. So this might just take a minute. We got a $200 wager right here in front of me on the Patriots over Rams for $3,000, and a $295 wager on the Patriots over Seahawks. Now the cash out options, $313 cash out available on the Patriots and Seahawks. I got in at $850 reuse selection. We're seeing $575 now. Patriots LA Rams cash outs $272, so $72 profit, and not much profit on the Seahawks Patriots cash out. Public seems to like that one. $750 on the Patriots and Rams now. I got in at 15-1, so I'm not cashing out on that, but we can definitely cash out on the $850 and hedge on the $575 odds that they do offer now. I don't want to lose $300, and I don't want to, you know, not capitalize on this play. If it's going to be Patriots and Rams, just like Tom Brady did in his second season, first ring, it was against the St. Louis Rams. So Drake May can beat the Rams, just like Brady beat the Rams. It's the same team. And even look at the Martin Luther King Day post from the NFL. They had the end zone of the Seahawks, and they had 2 player helmets, and it was the Patriots on the left, which seems to be the winning side, looking at the quarterbacks they post on the weekend there. And on the right was the Rams helmet. Broncos nowhere's to be seen. So maybe they're fooling us. Maybe it's truth in plain sight, but the 2 helmets are Patriots and Rams. So that's what I'm rocking with. We're going to screen record this right now, and I think we're going to cash out of the 313. I did see a better cash out option there, but not seeing that number. I think it was like 340, and now they're saying 313. Whatever Bet365 is up to. Gotta authorize this, so this is going to take a minute. And like I said, we're going to double down here on the Patriots over Rams and take a hedge option on the Patriots to beat the Seahawks. I don't think any other team is going to win. This time around, I didn't bet Seahawks to beat the Patriots, Rams to beat the Patriots. I went Patriots to beat the Bills. Or no, Bears to beat the Bears. And that obviously didn't hit. Close one in overtime there. Patriots to beat the Rams. Patriots to beat the Seahawks. We're all in on the Patriots right here, right now, looking at the Chinese astrology. We got to have a lot of faith in it. You know, you can look at a lot of trends on Twitter, on Instagram, on the reels and stuff, but a true trend that's been working, that has a high hit rate, is the Chinese astrology. And those people in China are very smart. And I'm not looking to go against the information I just provided. I'm actually taking the cash out option now. Verification taking a suffering long time here. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. I don't want to lose $295 on a hedge option that I know probably isn't going to hit. If the Seahawks go and win, well, goddamn it, shit. I'll be pissed. But we're going to take the hedge option just in case. Trying to spit this out, just in case. But it's going to be like to break even. We're not looking for profit. If the Patriots beat the Seahawks, it's probably going to be breaking even after the Bills loss and after taking this big cash out. So here we go. cashed out. Reuse selection. So at this point, I'm going to have 500 in losses on the Bills, but we already made that back, and then we're going to have 200 down and probably another 200 in bets. So we need to make 400 back, and we're going to reuse the selection on Rams, not the Rams, Patriots and Seahawks. Reuse that, make a bet to make at least 400, 500 profit to hedge. 2026, we got to hedge. Last year, I never talked about hedge betting. This year, Platinum forecasters are going to be hedge betting a lot more, but the Zodiac forecasters are going to have to hedge bet with these Zodiac codes because the numerology, in my opinion, is not as strong as the Chinese astrology. So looking at the next UFC event, really going to put my focus on the Chinese astrology here. So stay tuned for these codes coming up on the UFC 324 event. So like I said, 575 Patriots beat the Seahawks. We're looking for 400, 500 profit. How much do we got to put down on that? $100 gets you back almost 600. We can put 120 for almost 700. 122 for 700 on the dot. We'll do that. 122 for 700. This is the hedge option, and this is saving us like 200 and some dollars that we're gonna put some back into the bankroll and then double down on the official prediction now, which is Patriots Rams 750. So I seen a better number. I think it was 850. I got in at 15-1, but it's saying 750 now, Patriots Rams, and we're going to take another bet on this one. Looking at another 125 on this one would be almost grand. So we're going to look at maybe 3 units, $150. I think we could do more. I think we like this one. The Bills spanked us, so we might have to put 4 units, another 200. So that's 1,500. 200 for 1,500. Let's do it. Because the hedge now is going to bring back 700. I already recovered the 500 loss on the futures on the Bills from the last couple nights there. So now we got a $200 wager, 2 $200 wagers on Patriots over Rams, and 125 on Patriots over Seahawks. Just cashed out, reinvested, kept some bankroll. Actually, I lost, had to spend an extra $5, $7. So definitely a smart move, confident in the play, and hopefully we can cash in on this $4.5 thousand on 400. And the bankroll is different for everyone. Like I said, this is a 8-unit wager. So whatever that is for you, whatever's comfortable for you, bet responsibly, bet with the bankroll, and let's win together. If it's $10 for 1 unit, put $80 on it. I'm putting 400, right? $50 a unit, times it by 8, you got 400 right there. If you got $10 a unit, it's only $80 on this bet. Bet responsibly. These codes, even if it's Chinese astrology, it might not hit. So you got to bet responsibly here, and let's win this time around. 2.0. There's not going to be a 3.0. It's now or never. I wasn't going to quit. I'm focused on getting the win. You got to taste some losses along the way to taste the win, and the win is going to taste fucking good, right? It might not be from a Bills. It might be from a Bills Cup, but it won't be a Bills win. God damn it. Satan, damn it. Whatever's going on. Whatever the fuck's going on here. NFL's probably ran by the Chinese if the Chinese astrology is so strong. But, you know, astrology is energy, and energy is just another force to be reckoned with. So stay forecasted. Bets will be posted officially, but you heard them here now on the show. Wow. And then Bo Nix gets hurt, you know what I mean? Like, why? Why? The codes look so good on the Bills. Let's actually run it back and look at some of them. They had the pole pin in them. Jersey number 14, which would have made the Bills 1-4 in the Super Bowl appearances. Giving them number 14. The only team to give them a jersey. That fooled me. I'm going to say that for sure. 6 seed Bills to win it all. Super Bowl 60. Josh Allen to stay on 6 playoff losses. He's born in Cali, from Cali. And the Super Bowl's in Cali. Santa Clara. 66 season for the Bills. And like we mentioned, they were playing their first season officially 1960. And they're in a new stadium next year. They never won in the modern era. It's been A long time since they won. Yeah, long time. Now, the Seahawks, looking at them to be a Super Bowl contender in the Super Bowl game. The GM loser of the World Series, the Toronto Blue Jays. The GM name was John Snyder, and the Super Bowl loser, his name could be John Snyder. He is the Seahawks GM. And the 39th playoff game for the Seattle Seahawks could be on the 39th day of the year, which is the day of the Super Bowl. That's the only information on the Seahawks. I'm liking the Rams. I don't got too much strong information on this, but, this LA team has Puka Nacua, who, although I don't like he was on the Eden Ross podcast, he's definitely boosting the NFL by being on a big streamer's, not podcast, but being on a streamer's stream and getting attention there, posting some short videos with him. Definitely a lot of attention and new eyes using Eden Ross. So the Puka Nacua situation, could lead him to a Super Bowl here. He's a big star, and he's a white boy. Kelsey's out, and the Chiefs are washed. So you need a new star, and it's Puka Nacua. And he's a white freak, so the NFL loves that. You know that. Live streaming with Eden Ross. It's going to get a lot of new eyes on the NFL. Get the young degenerate generation into the league and betting on the NFL. That'd be perfect. So Puka Nacua could have been used as a kind of decoy or puppet, something like that. So maybe he goes to the Super Bowl. We're going to obviously be picking him here to go to the Super Bowl and take the loss, not get the win. Now, Seattle could go and upset us, but that's what it is. You heard the information with the new Pope. Seahawks have been in the Super Bowl the last couple times when there is a new Pope elected. But to finish it off, I think a lot of people and the public are knowing of that, know those facts, and a lot of these other theories going around on Instagram have a lot of views, and I don't think any of them are going to cash in. No one's really talking about what I just talked about here. Patriots over the LA Rams, the reasoning behind it, to match the Tom Brady trend here. First ring, second season for the Patriots against the Rams. And let's talk about some rumors this year to finish off the show. Tom Brady clone, Drake May. Someone did a good video saying that this guy is actually the clone of Tom Brady. He almost convinced me that Drake May was a clone. He might be. He honestly did convince me that Drake May was a clone. So I'm going to post that video in my Discord if I can find it, because that was very convincing. Drake May could be a clone, though. And now he's going to go get a Super Bowl. Just like Tom Brady did.
What? How'd you get my DNA? You took a poo last time you were here and you left a smear on the toilet bowl. I've named him after my favorite rapper and month, Drake May.